Talk about doing battle.
September the 3rd. Last night I had what was without a doubt my roughest night on the water. I slept in my life vest, absolutely convinced that the next wave was going to come through the transom and right into the cabin.
On June 14, 1998, Victoria Murden set out to do what no woman in the history of the world has ever done. Tori Murden set out to row solo across the Atlantic Ocean. From South Carolina all the way to France, the journey was 3,635 miles long and was supposed to take her 5 months to complete.
As you can see, the ocean is flat and calm.
Mother Nature, though, had her own ideas. Tori's trip is plagued from the start. 2 weeks in, and the storms have already started churning up the waters. The waves are huge, and the winds are fierce, and they're blowing, unfortunately, in the wrong direction.
Rode for 5.5 hours, made no progress. Rode from 7 till 7:30, and I've gone precisely 200 yards in the right direction.
But despite it all, this 35-year-old lawyer from Lexington, Kentucky perseveres. And within weeks, she's put the United States far behind her.
40 miles from the start this morning.
By the end of August, Tori has rowed 2,600 miles, an incredible feat of physical strength and personal endurance. Next stop, Brest, France.
September the 4th, 9 a.m., sector time. I'm outside and I'm alive!
By September 4th, spirits were high aboard the American Pearl.
September 4th, now it's raining and I still think it's great. Yes!
But that joy was to be very short-lived.
Hardly seems fair.
After suffering through almost 2 weeks of bad weather, the thought of yet another day wasted was almost too much to bear.
Don't go anywhere today, again! And I'll be out of food and it'll be Christmas before I get anywhere!
And it was about to get worse, much worse.
September the 5th, 6:30 a.m. I'm definitely in something big and bad and ugly. Have my dry suit on, have my radio attached to me, life vest on, and I'm really hoping I live through this. And if I don't, I really love you guys.
Tori had rowed right into the middle of Hurricane Danielle.
2 capsizes. On the last capsize, I took the rib off the top of my ceiling with my back. It's a big leak.
To a 23-foot wooden boat in the middle of the ocean, this was about as bad as it could get. 100-mile-an-hour winds slam waves against the cabin, and Tori's boat capsizes 11 times.
The sea anchor that was on the boat, the storm anchor, was gone. I've broken the rib in the top of my boat. I would try to get to the E-perb to set it off, but quite frankly, I don't want anybody else out in this. I got myself into this, and I'm going to live or I'm going to die on the whim of nature. And that's that, huh?
Preparing for what is likely the inevitable, Tori records a message for those she might be forced to leave behind.
Go ahead and chase your dreams. I mean, they don't always work out right, but go ahead and chase your dreams. You gotta do it. Oh, God, how did I get myself into this?
On September 7th, 1998, a merchant ship crossing the Atlantic receives a call of distress. A 23-foot rowboat 1,100 miles from the nearest harbor was not what they were expecting. After 85 days on the ocean, Tori Murden is forced to call it quits. She's bruised, she's battered, but she's still alive. After surviving what was perhaps one of the most dangerous sports feats ever undertaken, she vows never to row again. Till next year, that is, when Tori Murden lands in Guadalupe, the first woman ever to row solo across the Atlantic Ocean.